Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 1st to the 10th, 2019 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. So let's see now, Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, what the 1st to the 10th of November holds for you. And I'm just going to move the Samurai Tarot over to the side. This will be for your bonus reading at the end. And I'm moving the Witchling cards and the, what are those? The Fairy Guidance cards, there we go, over to the side. And we're going to shuffle the Llewellyn Tarot. And I hope you guys are doing wonderfully. All the links to these cards will be in the description box below. So let's see now, Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, what November 1st to the 10th, 2019 holds for you. Virgo, November 1st to the 10th, 2019. 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 Virgo. Goodness. November 1st to the 10th, 2019. Virgo. November 1st to the 10th, 2019. Virgo. November 1st to the 10th, 2019. Virgo. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Show me clearly. Fantastic. Okay, at the center of everything, Virgo, is the Three of Wands. Then you have the Two of Swords crowning you. The Nine of Cups, which is absolutely beautiful. The Emperor, which is an Aries energy, a time frame of March 21st to April 19th. The King of Swords, which is an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius. The Eight of Cups, you're walking away from something you once thought you would love. You're really moving forward. And the Four of Cups, a gift is being handed to you that isn't going to be seen right away. Then we have a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. Fire sign energy, amplifying the Aries right here, but also Leo and Sagittarius come through. And then the Magician. You're able to create and manifest what you want. There's a bit of magic to you during this time, and that's beautiful. There are a lot of people around you now. Now, it can be that there are physically a lot of people around you, or you're kind of wearing many hats because you're embracing a deeper truth about yourself. Now, let's see your fairy guidance. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Virgo, November 1st to the 10th, 2019. Virgo, November 1st to the 10th, 2019. Virgo, November 1st to the 10th, 2019. Virgo, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Transformation and nurturing. You're nurturing a transformation that leads you forward. You're nurturing a truth about yourself that's setting you free. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Virgo, November 1st to the 10th, 2019. Virgo, November 1st to the 10th, 2019. Virgo, November 1st to the 10th, 2019. Virgo, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Show me clearly. Right here. This one. Which is Courage. Oh, that's my favorite card in here. Let's see. There we go. And Empowerment. You're embracing courage to empower you, to move you forward, to go after what you want, what you desire. So here we start off with Courage. And this says, courage is the strength to stand when it is easier to fall down. And that's the truth. Courage is the strength for you to stand, Virgo. When it's easy for you to fall down, when it would be easier for you to say, you know what, enough is enough, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. Kind of pull the covers up over your head and say, I'm not getting out of bed today. So know here you're going to have those moments from the 1st to the 10th where you think, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to go and do what needs to be done. And it's kind of like the stiff upper lip saying, just, you do it anyway. You know, you have to do what you don't want to do be able to do what you want to do, to be able to get to where it is that you want to be. And that's something that you're embracing here. That's a truth that's guiding you forward. The color that shines through here is orange. That's healing and cleansing your sacral chakra, which is going to be so empowering for you because it's letting go of negativity from this life and from past lives. And it's moving you forward in the power of your truth, of what you desire. Then we have Empowerment. And this says, the determination of your mind and soul will guide you towards unleashing your inner power. You know what it is that you want. You're seeing an outline of it. And even if you're saying, Dane, I don't know what it is that I want. I feel like I'm wandering this world lost. There's a part of you that says, okay, well, I know what I don't want. Actually, there's probably a big part of you that says, I know what I don't want. And I think that's so much of our world. It's not that we know what we do want, because it's usually when we're very small that we know what we do want. But we express it in ways of kind of like, I want to be a unicorn when I grow up. I want to be able to fly. I want to be able to, climb the highest mountain, do all this stuff. So we can't communicate it maybe the best. But there's a sense of magic to it. There's a sense of seeing endless possibilities for ourselves. So if we can kind of embrace that spark, Virgo, if you can embrace that spark that you had when you were little, that you see when a child laughs, that unabandoned, just joyous laugh, that's something that you are going to be embracing during this time, and you're going to be moving forward in empowerment with, okay? There's a spark of joy that you are holding on to that is moving you forward to what you truly want within your life and within your soul. And you're going to know it. And you're going to know it by either knowing profoundly what you don't want, what isn't right for you, what you no longer desire within your life, or by holding on to those moments where you see that spark and you say, wow, this brings me so much joy. This brings me so much happiness. And it's not the happiness of escape, right? It's not the happiness of saying, you know what, I need to just kind of check out. It is the happiness that comes from being purely present within your life and moving forward in that truth. The color that shines through here is green. That's healing and cleansing the heart chakra. Your heart is going to play such a powerful role within your life as you're moving forward, as you're going after your dreams, as you're embracing what you desire. Then we have here transformation. The process of self-transformation will open your eyes to the timeless truth about yourself, and that's your truth. You are opening your eyes to things you hadn't seen before, to truths that you might have thought, oh my gosh, no, I could never do it. You are going back to your basics. To the basics here, your basics, what it is that makes up you, what it is that gives you joy, what it is that moves you forward, because you are nurturing here your inner child. And this says, keep your inner child nurtured and you will thrive with vitality. And that's part of the truth here. You're connecting with a deeper part of yourself, with a truth about yourself that had seemed overwhelming, chaotic, questioning, and now you're moving forward with the Three of Wands at your center. You're moving forward with a sense of, I have options. I have ships coming in. I have ways that I can move forward. There was a sense almost of the brakes being put on things before and questioning and thinking, okay, can I do this? Can I do that? Am I moving in the right direction? And really sitting there and almost at times feeling lost as you were looking at what it is that you wanted, as you were looking at what it is that you desired. And so here, now you're starting to see your ships come in. You're starting to see a return on your investment, your hard work, your patience, your diligence, the sacrifices that you've made, the time that you have given. But you're also going to have something come up that you hadn't expected, kind of something out of left field where you go, oh my gosh, I didn't see that coming, but it's going to be for the best, and it's going to connect you with this fire sign energy in Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Again, strong Aries presence. Now, this can also be somebody who very much knows their mind, knows their truth. There's a masculine presence around this reading because we have here the Emperor, which of course is masculine, the Kings right here, the King of Swords and the King of Air, and the Magician, all represented by masculine figures. So the divine masculine is with you. What does that mean? That means the divine that we are the most comfortable with understanding, the one that has been the most in our literature for the past 2,000, 3,000 years. We are going to be more comfortable to turn towards it. So here, what you are doing is you are looking at the passion of what you want. You are looking at the creation through determination, and you are being a student of how you are creating your future. You are being a student of the passion that you are embodying to move yourself forward. At times, you're going to be scared, just like a rabbit, where you're walking towards the rabbit, or you're walking with your dog. I know. I have this happen all the time, and there's a rabbit in the yard, and you sit there and you look at the rabbit and you're like, rabbit, run away, run away, but it just freezes. So here, it can be that rabbit that just freezes and then goes, oh my gosh, I have to move. So you're going to feel that way. It's kind of like you're going to freeze, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I have to act. And then you're going to be questioning the way that you acted and the way that you're moving forward. And there is a sense here that as you move forward towards what you want, you embrace an inner magic of yourself, because in Celtic mythology, in Welsh tradition, hares represent magic, represent kind of witches. And I'm not talking about witches here, kind of hocus pocus kind of thing. I am talking about embracing a personal power of yourself and moving forward in this truth, in this understanding, and guiding you to new heights and new places that you hadn't thought you could be, or you thought might have been unobtainable for yourself. You are learning, you are understanding, you're looking at different roads, different possibilities. And there has been two ways that you have looked at things. Or, yeah, there has been definitely two ways. Like, if when I say there's been two ways that you have looked at things, there's going to be something that flashes into your head. Those are the two ways that you look at it. Or it can be, either you've been very serious about it at one point, about what you want, the way that you're moving forward, and then rather kind of lackadaisical, kind of, okay, it'll come in time, or I'm really tired, I'm really drained, because you've been taking things so seriously. And then on the other hand, you've been giving so much of yourself, so much of your time, so much of your energy that in the next flip of the coin, or like you flip the pancake over and you're just kind of like, oh, I'm so tired. I don't want to do this anymore. So you can be warring with those two energies here, especially when it comes to your heart, right? A water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer is right here. So what's happening is that you have two crossroads. You're at a crossroad. Well, not two crossroads, but you have a crossroad. And you're looking at two ways of doing things, right? That's what the sword is. The sword is your mind looking at two ways of doing things, the Two of Swords. But what's happening here is with her being blindfolded, you are embracing a truth that is within you. There's a third option that you hadn't seen. There's a third way that you are going to move forward that has to do with embracing your heart. Now, it can also do with a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer, who's really going to help you move forward, who's really going to help you embrace what it is that you want. But there's also a sense of rising above chaos and embracing healing, of having, that holy grail within your hands, that sense of a gift of sacrifice, the understanding, honor. There's a sense of honor as you make this decision of your heart, an honoring of yourself, an honoring of your truth, an honoring of everything that you have been through that is moving you forward. And you embrace a kingly energy here. So your heart is going to be seen. So is your mind. And what's very interesting at this time is that you have your mind and your heart coming together with the King of Swords representing an air sign energy, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, water sign energy with the King of Cups, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You are cutting through doubts and fears. You're having the battles that you have been through, the hardships, the pain. You're really looking at them. And yes, it can make you a bit cynical. Air sign energies have a tendency to talk first, think second at times. They can be sharp-tongued. I myself am an air sign energy, so I'm not picking at anybody who is cross-watching, who is an air sign. It's just the truth. It's also, as water sign energies can get too caught up in emotions and can get swept away with them. It's kind of like the undertow when you think you are moving straight, you think you're swimming straight, and you just get swept off to a place where you're like, where the heck am I, when you get onto land. So here, know that can happen with you at this time, where your mind, you can be so focused on things that you think, okay, this is the only way that it can be, cut everything kind of at its knees, move forward, go after what it is that you want. And then your heart is pulling you in one direction, and you can feel almost pulled, not feel almost pulled, but you have been pulled off course at times. Now you're redirecting everything. I'm giving you the negative because for some reason Spirit is saying that this is very important as you are moving forward, because here you are speaking your truth, you're speaking your power, but you have to be very mindful of your words. There's also going to be a way that you're interpreting the words of people around you, Virgo, that you might be hearing them harsher than they actually meant them, or this person might be saying things harshly but not meaning to be harsh. They're just having a rough time of it, or they're looking at things or seeing things a very specific way, and they're frustrated that everybody else isn't on board. So you're going to internalize that because you are very sensitive, and you're going to sit there and say, oh my gosh, it's something I have done. It's not. It's not. You have to embrace that Virgo energy that is so that hermit energy that just makes you up in the major arcana and says it's time to turn inward. It's time to look at what you want, because now you're looking at your heart, and that's affecting your mind. It's affecting your thoughts, because we are emotional beings. We are based purely off of our heart. Now, I know people say we are awakening and we are moving towards truth, but that transcendence is very hard to get to. If you sit there and say, okay, what is my heart saying? What do my emotions want? Where is it that I want to be? And you can start making sense out of the chaos that is the human psyche, that is a human being. You start to walk in power, and that's what you're doing here. Because as you have at your roots this King of Swords energy, this mind, this understanding of the mind, the power of your words, the power of your thoughts, you claim the magician. You have the power to manifest exactly what it is that you desire. You have the power to sit there and claim the magic of the world. You are standing before the altar of your existence. You say, this is what I want, this is where I'm heading, and this is what I desire. And as you do so, you have your passion guide you forward. You have your creativity come to you. You have love, what you have given your heart to, really start to move you forward, really start to see that love coming back, that passion paying off. And this isn't to another person. I don't see it as being to another person. I see it as being to yourself, where you have been so dedicated to something in your life here, Virgo, that you've wondered if it ever is going to pay off, if you're ever going to get there. The answer is yes. The answer is yes, you are getting to your goals. You are achieving what it is that you desire. And here, with the Eight of Cups, you're walking away from something that just doesn't define you anymore. It had defined you once before. It was a very important and intrinsical part of yourself in your life. But now you're walking away from it. You're saying, you know what, no more. No more am I willing to sacrifice my happiness for what I thought was going to be my happiness. Here, the Eight of Cups is also my divorce card. For some of you Virgos, you maybe walking away from a relationship, might be getting a divorce, and you might think, wow, that's really hard. But it's actually going to be the best thing that you have ever done, because the Emperor energy right here, the positive way of the Emperor is being like David, being like Solomon, being able to connect with the divine profoundly and move yourself forward in power and say, yes, I am scarred, I'm human, I make mistakes. But the negative side of the Emperor is being like Nero, who played his fiddle as Rome burnt. And that's what you're walking away from. You are physically walking away from somebody here, or a mindset or a way of being that was so egocentric that it was too much for you. Because you're a caregiver, you're a nurturer. And I'm not saying you're a caregiver as if you always have to sacrifice yourself for everybody else. But I'm saying here, your heart goes to other people. Your heart is connected with their hearts, with their souls. And with the Emperor moving you forward here, you can very well be walking away from an air sign, from an Aries energy. All right? But you are also walking away from somebody who is too controlling, or something that was too controlling. It can even be a career. It can even be, something at work, trying to do this one project, and it's destroying you. And now you're sitting there and saying, okay, I have to step back. I have to look at things differently and be empowered to move forward that way. Because that's what you're doing right here with your passion, with your desire, with as you move forward, you are saying, I am profoundly human. And to be profoundly human is to be profoundly flawed. And I know nobody wants to say that, and nobody wants to admit that us as human beings, we're not perfect. And perfect is an illusion that gets you to buy more stuff and, claim more things. But here, the perfection that I'm seeing is the perfection of your soul. It's connecting with your soul self. It's claiming your power. It's saying, yes, I fall. Yes, I stumble. But I am learning so much. And that is empowering me to claim my power, to claim my truth, to say, this is where I stand, this is who I am, and be able to manifest through the art of simply being the magicians, of simply embracing your magic, to move forward in your truth. Now, the repeat of the number 4 here says that you have to take care of yourself, because you're going to have a tendency to say, okay, I can do this later. I can take care of me later. And you're going to be burnt out. There's going to be something that happens during these 10 days that makes you think that it doesn't make you think. It makes you exhausted. All right? It's like, I can't do this. I don't want to do this. I resent people putting this weight on my shoulder, or me, myself, putting this weight on my shoulder and saying, this is all my responsibility, because it's not. Because if you keep on draining yourself here, Virgo, you're just going to be empty. And what the 4 of Cups is saying, that the repeat of the number 4, to me says, take care of your home, take care of your family, take care of those nearest and dearest to you, what's really important, the place that you rest your head, but also take care of your body, the temple of your soul, the home of your soul. Because here you need to step back, you need to sit down, you need to relax, you need to rest. And as you do so, you are going to see blessings come before you, but you're also going to see here a fact that emotions run high. And at times it just feels overwhelming. But you're going to find that as you calm yourself, as you center yourself, you calm your emotions. And then you have here a blessing that comes that you hadn't expected. It's from divinity, and it leads you to the 9 of Cups. It leads you to this happiness, to this joy, to this sense of celebration that you say, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. And with the 9 of Cups, you have the bumblebee right here. So I'm going to tell you not to trust anything that sounds too good to be true. All right? Because the bumblebee represents Aphrodite in Greek mythology, and Aphrodite is the one who started the Trojan War. All right? She promised Paris the most beautiful woman in the world as his wife. He went, that's great, that's exactly what I want. Unfortunately, she was married to somebody else that started a 10-year war that destroyed Paris's brother, that left his native land in just ruins. So here, be careful what you wish for, and be careful of something that looks too good to be true, because it is going to be. And with the 9 of Cups, it's after the pain and the sorrow. It's with the reality of life. And it's with the fact that you can't get everything that you want. And I know you're sitting there and saying, Dane, why are you excited about this card? And this isn't how other people read it. But I believe very much in the honesty of life. And the honesty of life is that things aren't always roses and butterflies and puppy dogs and kittens and just happily ever afters. They're seldom that way. And what we're sold in society now is the fact that you too can be beautifully happy for 19 down payments of $19.99. You too can be perfectly happy. You just have to lose weight and grow taller and for some reason have blonde hair. Everybody has to have blonde hair, and I'm not saying anything against blondes, but I'm just saying everybody's pushing to what is hard to obtain, to make it the norm. All right? And so here, what you are finding is that you're finding contentment within yourself. And there's a piece of paradise that is coming to you, but it's not going to come on the back of a horse, and it's not going to come through Cinderella's castle, and it's not going to come through marrying a prince or a princess. It is going to come through embracing your own idea of paradise and your own truth, and being strong enough to know that it is going to take a heck of a lot of hard work to move you forward to what you truly desire and where it is that you want to be. That by opening your heart and being the king of your heart, of knowing what it is that you want, of embracing your love and your joy, you are becoming a student of your passion. And as you become a student of your passion, you enter into the realm of the magician, of the person who is able to create, to create and manifest what you desire. You're entering into the realm of conjuring your dreams, of conjuring your hopes. Does this mean this is all going to happen from the 1st to the 10th? No, it means that you are on this pathway and walking forward towards this greater dream, but you have to rest and take care of yourself in order to get there. Look at things a little bit differently, because it's going to be that side road. It's going to be that third ship that, is coming kind of out of the blue when he's looking at the horizon. These are the ships in front of him, but this is the ship here that really matters. There's something that's coming that's going to surprise you, and you feel like you're at a crossroads, but not because of, but adding to the fact that the 3 of Wands is at your heart, there's a third option that's empowering. And it's a third option that has to do with your truth, that has to do with realms not seen before. So how do you embrace this third option to go after your truth, Virgo? How does Virgo embrace this third option and go after their truth? How does Virgo embrace this third option and go after this truth? Show me clearly, show me clearly. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Show me clearly, show me clearly. Show me clearly. Okay, I'm pulling these up because Spirit is saying stop here, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, at the heart of everything, you have the King of Swords. Okay, so you have this King of Swords coming up twice. This is, again, an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius, cutting through doubts and fears, knowing where it is that you stand, knowing what it is that you want, having a determination to you, a discipline to you, a force to you that leads you forward. This then leads to the Queen of Swords. Oh my gosh, I love it. Whenever I have the King and Queen of the same suit from the same deck in the same reading, this is a soulmate connection. This is a true love connection. This is a balancing of the masculine and feminine energy of yourself, moving forward in an empowerment that seemed unobtainable, that seemed, that you had given up on, that you had thought, I'm not going to get there. There's some sort of truth that you are embracing about your mind and yourself, that you are coming to the logical conclusion of, that is going to break down barriers, that is going to open doors for you, and that is going to move you forward in strength of ideas and strength of purpose. There is just this sense of being armed for greatness. Then you have the 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is needing to take care of yourself, but it's also learning, understanding, seeing from a wiser source. It's almost as if you're looking back at things through this card here in the Samurai Tarot. You're looking back at things and you're saying, okay, how is it that I move forward? Where is it that I stand? What is it that I want? What is it that I've learned? Because these swords are going to be your weapon, yes, but they're also your gift. And usually this is about stepping back, relaxing, not relaxing, but resting. Here, it's about learning, understanding, seeing. Being handed something, but being seen if you can actually wield it in its truth and in its entirety. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So here, within the second reading, you have a strong feminine energy. Okay, the divine feminine is moving you forward. Love, caring, nurturing. Right? The divine masculine is action. Action, force. So you're going to have these two energies coming together. And here you are embracing your prosperity, your truth. This, Virgo, is of course you. Right? You are represented by the Pentacles in the minor arcana. You are represented by the Hermit in the major arcana. You are moving forward in your power. You are seeing it. You are going to be more comfortable behind the scenes. But these 10 days, this time is going to push you to standing before the altar of your existence, standing before an audience almost, and being that actor upon the stage, of being the person who is seen. You're not going to feel as comfortable with it as you would think you would. You might think, like, oh my God, this is going to be great. But there's something about you that wants to be behind the scenes, that prefers the quiet approach. So know that about yourself. Then we have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords here is heartbreak, it's pain, it's disappointment, but it's also embracing that heartbreak and pain and channeling it into an energy that can be used, into a focus that moves you forward. So there's a lot to do about your mind here as you're moving forward, as you're going after what you want. A lot of air sign energy comes up, and a strong player in this reading is an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius. You can't ignore them even if you wanted to. Even if this air sign energy isn't exactly what you want, isn't exactly where you want to be at this time, or this person that you want to be with, there's an invaluable lesson that you are learning from them that is moving you forward. All right? And this can be somebody that you meet in passing. You might not even know that this person is an air sign, but they are going to have a deep impact on you as you go after what you want and what you desire. And then your subconscious message here is the Two of Pentacles. You're balancing a deeper truth. You're finding a deeper truth within yourself. Okay? You are looking at what you desire, and there's prosperity that's coming, but you're learning how to find a balance of it within you. So you might feel very much like you're juggling many, many things at this time. Well, two things in particular, but it's going to feel like more. It's going to boil down, if you really look at it, to two things. But it's going to feel like you're balancing more and more and more. And you're juggling more and more and more. And it can become very overwhelming. It can become very distracting because you have to focus on keeping that juggling act in the air while you're still trying to live your life. It's kind of like having an in-depth conversation while juggling knives. And that's not going to be something that anybody wants to do. So know here that you need that time to step back. You need that time to care for yourself, to connect with yourself. That moves you forward, because here the power of your mind embraces and affects the power of your personal prosperity and your personal desire to move forward. Your subconscious message is the Ace of Cups. Now you are most definitely taking this gift with the King of Cups right here. So God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine universe, is handing you a gift of love, handing you a gift of healing. You take it, most definitely, and you move forward in its power. Right? And you move forward as a king. It's something that people are going to see about you. But do know that the Ace of Cups can bring about tears, can bring about cleansing, healing, a kind of lightening of emotions. All right? But it has to do with stirring up the waters. It's kind of like when you stir soup, okay? And then all the vegetables, all the noodles, all the rice, or whatever you have in there comes up to the surface. But before it was all settled, so you thought it was good, or you thought there was nothing there, that you need to look at with this gift coming to you from Spirit, from the divine, you're going to find that there's a lot more there than you had realized. And there's a deeper depth to your emotions, to the way you want to move forward, to your truth, than you had anticipated before. So embrace your heart. All right, Virgo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. And it was a pleasure to bring you this message from Spirit. Bye.